Hello YouTube, Lordy Gears 2 here, and today I'm going to give you a tour of my world. It has been, if my math is correct, about 11 years since the last episode. I know, quite a while, and a lot has happened in those 11 years. Finished high school, went to college, got a job, got my own place, living my life. And in the meantime, I've been playing Minecraft. Some things never change. I don't play all the time, but you have 11 years, you do get quite a bit done. So, got that going for us. This is the first little building I built here. World actually is a multiplayer server that I've been hosting for like 11 years, or actually about 10 years. I'd say the world started about a year after the last episode of Survival Inc. aired. Unfortunately, Survival Inc. closed about a year after, about a year after the last episode. A lot of stuff happened there, I think. It's been a long time, don't remember that well. But, here we are. This is my world. This is my base. Yeah, guess I'll get the tour started. So, I picked this spot. You can see we're not anywhere near the actual world spawn, or the original world spawn. I picked this spot because I really wanted to make a nice slime farm. I don't know, I'm always been to the slime farms. I guess you guys remember even in last episode. You probably don't remember, but if you watched last episode, you'll see that at one point I give a little tour of the slime farm that I had built. Is one of the classic ones, where you use the ladder to bring the baby slimes to the top and drop them. Back whenever that farm was made, hoppers existed, but it was still a popular design because you used to have to pick up the items yourself before hoppers, so yeah. Anyway, that's the reason I chose this area, is there's a quadruple slime chunk right underneath that fishing hut. So, I went in the nether from world spawn and came out here. Built this little patio deck thing. Still have items in it. And I built this little hidey holes where I was gonna build my initial little base, but I ended up just jumping right into the slime farm and built that hut right above it. Little fishing hut now. It's actually not used for anything, it's just kind of decoration. How do you get rid of something that's that old? Even if it doesn't fit the theme that I chose for the buildings. Afterwards. But yeah, so this is the fishing hut. Upstairs we started, got the little bed up there. Little windows. And I guess we'll go downstairs first, because that's basically the first thing I built was this house, and then I started digging. Actually, it's kind of funny, I think the original entry... Yes, so this is the exact corner, I think, of one of the slime chunks, and this is where we were initially digging. Like I said, this was a multiplayer server to begin with. No one's really been nearly as active as I have over the past 11 years, but I'd say the most active was my brother, and you probably noticed this big floating monstrosity. That's like a tree farm or something he's built. That's actually really recent, maybe within the past year. And then that's his base. And actually, when we first moved here, this was the house that he built first. I built this little hidey hole, he built this little farmhouse. Haven't been in here in a long time. It's my brother's house. Jesse, or Gamble It, depending. I guess his in-game name is Gamble It. He also built this. This building's actually his most recent. This used to be a little tree farm, spruce farm, right here. And it's where I got like 90% of my spruce is right here. He built this maybe a few months ago and moved the spruce farm out into the water. And then, yeah, that's his actual base area. He's built it. There used to be a giant mountain there. He's completely leveled. And a bunch of other stuff. We'll go take a look over there in a little while, but first off, let's get on to my base. So, like I said, we came in through the nether, started the slime farm. We'll go down and check that out. And I'll talk to you about this building and all the others in a little bit. Yeah, 11 years is a long time, guys. Hopefully it won't be 11 years before the next episode. I'm pretty sure it had been over a year from episode 16 to 17. And in episode 17, I was like, hopefully next time it won't be so long. I was dead wrong. It was 11 years. So yeah, so I built these little elevators to get in and out of the fishing hut above. Got random stuff in here. The shulker box. Got in my empty chest. But alright. First thing we did, me and a friend of mine and my brother basically, was we mined out the slime chunks. As you can see, still working great. It's just a classic, you know, bunch of platforms, water all the way around to push them into the center. And then it's not a lava blade or anything. I didn't think I had lava at the time. So it's just drowning. So they get pushed into that water and drown. I also have a few resource packs on. You can check those if you're curious. Fresh animations, Dark UI for Faithful, a classic. Been using it for over 10 years. Some chat reporting, that's honestly so not cool. Mod stuff, sodium, connected textures, as you can see from the glass below me. You fix it. And I also have a few mods, I think, Better Sounds or whatever that's called. And what else is there besides Better Sounds? We got oh yeah, Bobby, I believe. Better render distance on the server and stuff like that. Yeah, we built this slime farm. At first, the items were going to the surface, and now they go into the storage center over here, which I'll give you a tour of. Below, on all four corners, there are different farms. Over there is the iron farm. You can see the villagers. You see a golem spawn, zombie to scare them. Drops get collected, shot out that dropper, go down there into the collection system. We'll wait, we'll show you the. There they go, falling down. And over there is the bamboo farm. Pretty simple design. There's a bamboo hidden in the wall that triggers an observer, just unrelated, doesn't get collected when it grows a certain height. That breaks all of these, and then minecarts come out below and collect the items, send them down to the collection, like everything else. And OG cactus farm, you know, always gotta have your cactus. And then reed farm, it's the same thing. There's a reed in the back. Once it gets full height, triggers the rest to get harvested. Yeah, you can see down here, I built this little section first. I was started on the second floor, and as you can see, have not finished it. 11 years later, and they're still very unfinished in this little section. You can see this is the collection system, items just flying by. We have our mob loot, mushroom farm, all kinds of junk. One of the next things I built was this little, you know the word, farm. So like wheat farm and stuff. Kind of empty right now. I believe it still works. I don't have any seeds on me to check, but got some of my initial food out of this thing. We can go back here into this cave and show you the inner workings of the smelter. This is not my design for the smelter. It's one of I'm not sure. Is it IL Mango that did it? Has all the timings and stuff set up with this circuit on top to make sure they all turn on at the same time. Really quick at smelting and pretty nice. Would recommend for sure. The fuel for the farm is bamboo, I believe. Bamboo. But actually, 1.21, I recently changed it to bamboo blocks. And have not smelted enough stuff to make that actually do anything yet. So yeah, so they're starting to build up on the last layer, which is probably gonna mess with timings whenever it actually starts to use them. But oh well, we'll deal with that when it happens. Yeah, you put the items in here, they come up, melt, come back. You know, pretty simple. This connects to the storage system to get the bamboo. We'll go back and show you the storage system now. This is nothing, actually. It used to be a little cow farm, and right back here, right here actually, there were a ton of cows. And when I built the nether farm for the hoglins, I started eating pork chops and decided to just kill all the cows, because also the hoglins provide leather. So this is kind of just a vestigial little chest area that probably be removed, but I don't know what I would put here. Got my ender chest access, crafter, little hallway. And then this is the storage dome, as you probably saw it from above, kind of just okay, you still work. Some of my pets are broken. The world's this old enough that I don't own all of the pets anymore for some reason. I think that bird over there is no longer tamed by me, even though it's my bird. Anyway, here's your little storage, to be sorted. So you put items that are going to get sorted in here. But this is after the auto crafter, so if you have something that's supposed to get crafted and it's something it won't get crafted anymore, I probably should reroute this to go to the auto crafter coming back. Nowadays. Okay, looks like my gunpowder storage is full. I'll take out some of this stuff. No, we'll just leave the gunpowder in here for now. We'll deal with that later. See, I don't have storage for sugar, glowing sacks, other witch drops, sticks, spider eyes, stuff like that. There's not honestly enough of it to require their own chest. And this is a pretty fancy trash can that will automatically empty itself and let the items despawn whenever it fills up. Yeah, I was proud of myself when I made this, but I don't think I could tell you how it works anymore. Yeah, and it just spits it on the floor. I didn't want to lose something if I dropped my pickaxe in and it got spat through the trash for some reason. This is all the storage sorting system. Go look at it. I don't have any of this stuff labeled, but I know where everything is. Sugar cane. These are all basically full. All the gunpowder's full. Wool, which is actually the string chest. Arrows, bone blocks, slime, stone, cobblestone. One of the things that I am lacking. Mainly because I use Silk Touch all the time. Struggle to get to cobblestone. Granite and andesite. See, I have a shulker box in here because I filled it up. Granite at one point. Diorite gets a stone chest. I don't know why I decided to combine these two. I thought maybe at the time that made sense, but I'm not sure. Diorite, dirt, netherwort. Both the mushrooms. This is an old school style mushroom farm. I'll show you that in a little while. Why they're not blocks or anything. Smooth stone, which I only get by smelting my stone. Yeah, see, I don't own this guy anymore, and I don't know why. Clay, this is a recent addition. I don't show you the little clay making station I've got. And an empty slot. I think this is the last empty slot in the whole storage system. Oh, I think I may have lied to you. I think this one might be empty too, but I'm not sure. Must be if there's nothing in it. Okay, we have 3 empty slots. I'm misremembering all 3 of these. A lot of these used to be duplicates, like that was probably a duplicate of gunpowder, and same with these or something. But I added this lower level within the past year or 2, maybe 3, for overflow storage. It's a gravel chest, don't have much gravel obviously. A lot of flint though, which, yeah. Sand, also don't have a ton of sand. I don't do the sand duping or gravel duping or TNT duping in the world. I like to keep it vanilla as much as possible, you know, except for maybe aesthetics, like the better animations and texture packs. Cacti, yep. Melons, got a ton of melons. Looks like some of it still needs to be resent through the system to turn it into blocks. Pumpkins, ton of pumpkins, endstone, quite a bit of endstone. And here's the kind of hacked this in. This is the hopper that pulls from this chest to fuel the smelter. And the cactus, got a ton of cactus. And iron, I have more iron than I'll ever use. And poppies, same with those. Here's Pablo. Random chests, you know, I try my best to keep it clean, but I don't have a place to put kelp or this stuff. Random items. No idea. No good place for it. And then this stuff that needs to be sorted. Looks like I think my chest section or my dirt section is full, which is why I haven't ran these through yet. Obviously, my gunpowder is full too, so it's easier. We'll go ahead and throw this chicken in the smelter while we're down here. Yeah, we'll go up to the second floor of downstairs. Yeah, so we'll start on this side over here, so you can... This is all finished up here, once you get to the corner, I guess. Just a little walkway so you can get a nice view of the storage system. Absolutely nothing useful up here, but Enderman griefing. Right. And then here's the water path again, you can see. Yeah, so this is just to fall down into a hopper and spat out a dropper and comes back up. That's mainly because the waterway system for all the items is large enough that at times that can become unloaded, and so items will build up in the unloaded chunk, and then when it gets loaded again, you'll get, you know, over a stack or 2 of a specific item, or, you know, several stacks. And you can't sort those. Too many at once, they'll end up in the trash. So we have a few of these little, like, checkpoint areas where items will go down, sit on a hopper, and force themselves to get, you know, reduced down to hopper speed so that they could get sorted properly. This is the newest addition. You can see it's not furnished. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to build a staircase here that goes over and up into that other the new building up top. These are just the auto crafters. These were just added really recently. We've got bones, iron, you know, slime blocks, clay, melon, reeds. And I plan on, you know, expanding this all the way down and all the way back, and just, you know, condensing storage makes it a lot easier for me. I don't have to constantly worry about overflows that are filling up. Throw items in here and they'll go through the crafting system. Kind of what we want. Throw it in there. That way those bones turn into bone meal, as you can see, and other stuff. Yeah. We'll go out. We'll go back this way. Alright, so this little section is a tunnel that goes to my main house, the one that I've definitely spent the most time on. You can get a little sneak preview of the mob farm here. It's actually the only way you can see in it anywhere. This thing is, I think, the second farm I built after the slime farm. This was like, you know, high priority, get gunpowder and stuff. And then obviously a little netherwort farm. This is pretty simple. Those dispensers shoot out water, push the items in here. This section here will go to a set of hoppers that go into this chest, and it refills just over the amount you need to plant it all. You see this isn't full or anything, it's because every time I harvest and replant, only a little bit extra that ends up in the chest, so that's kind of nice. You get just what you need to get the farm planted again. And then, staircase up to my house. I will give a little outside view of it first. Great Wyatt House. So, we'll get out of here. So, actually, I built this house after I built this castle. You can kind of see the theme is blue. Like my skin is a little. Also is heavily fired, and it's basically the exact same theme as the city from my old multiplayer server from over 11 years ago, like 15 years ago or so. I used to run a server with a friend of mine, Jason, called it JL Craft. And I'd spent a lot of time building a city in that server. Looked a lot like this. I really liked the way it looked and then missed it, so I tried to bring that vibe to this world. So I'll show you this little castle first. I don't think it's finished, but pretty close. Got the outside finished. It's pretty simple. It's just 4 walls. Same essential pattern repeated on the walls. And then a little courtyard area down here. Nothing really of interest, no actual farms or anything, but you've got your little lots of Enderman grief around. And I think this was going to be a secret entrance to something, but I have not done it yet. And yeah, you've got your little bay. Get out into the ocean. Man, there's a... Don't walk over here much. And here's another little room. I don't think there's anything in here though, but it looks like I did at least not leave it stone dirt. Check out the hallways of the castle. There's not much in here, but I'll show you anyway. Run all the way around. 1 floor in here. Oh, you know, actually I think it is finished all the way around now. I had spent some time to do that. Oh yeah. Can't get to that side. That was an oversight. Thinking about making a staircase that goes over the archway, but I never have. This leads to this other building, which is completely empty, just a shell. I built this building right before that one over here and started to put the interior in and have not finished. Lots of unfinished projects, you'll notice. Pretty popular theme here. Got this little wall, dock wall, wharf, I don't know the proper terminology, but unfinished. You can see, and there's the nether portal we got here, and eventually this will go in between all of this and connect everything up with nice walkways, ideally. But let's go check out the house. This is by far the building I've spent the most time on. I built it and it lived as an empty shell, just like that building and this building, for years. Long time. What am I hearing below me? Is that mobs in the mob farm? Mob farm is right below us. Oh well, we'll go check out. And you can see I got the item flowing through the fountain. I always thought that was a cool look, you know. The items flying around makes it seem more alive, more active. And a little beacon that the items fly right over. And Regal, the stolen llama from a trader. I think there's another one over there. This is kind of funny. This one over here, he is leaded up. See him? He's royal. Regal up there. He's got a lead that goes to a fence post on the ground here. This guy, just a random dude. He has no lead. He just hangs out with Royal all the time. Now we can go upstairs. Alright, so we got signs. There's an elevator here. Mushrooms. The villagers in the castle are in that direction. Potions. Storage, which is through those stairs. And concrete maker are over here. So, as you can see, the interior of this building is actually finished. It's quite large. And not a ton, but I'll show you everything. These are the mushroom farms. There's 4 little pillars. This one had to get cut short because it's running into the elevator, I think. But the other ones, they go all the way up. And they trigger very rarely. It was really surprising we saw mushrooms fly by earlier. Doesn't happen at all. Wooden hoe to maintain this plot of farm. You've got 2 villagers in there. They breed as needed. This is where you would grab your villager. You press this button and he would, like, minecart flies down and grabs a villager out of this water pool. And there's always a villager here because when this tripwire untriggers, it retracts a block. Let's see if we can go find it. I think it's up here, maybe? Yes. So this piston retracts, which opens up access to these beds, which the villagers that are right below us here, they need access to the bed in order to breed. And this is actually the redstone for the mushroom farms. You can see it's basically just a really long hopper clock, and then a bunch of T flip-flops, which basically make a binary counter. And so that hopper clock has to trigger back and forth, like, how many bits is this? 1, 2, 3. 3 bits, that's 8, right? So that's trigger 8 times. Just a long delay, which then shoots the water out of those on each of the levels. Go around to actually be able to see any of this. I don't even know how we got in here. Oh, the villager. Right. Perfect. So each of these levels, it's hard to see in there. I guess I'll just use free cam to show you. Well, that didn't help at all, but kind of get the idea. There's a mushroom in the center block. It grows around it, and whenever water shoots it down. And you see I have a power level. MC MMO, I think, gave me that. The plugin isn't on the server anymore, but was for a while. Kind of makes the game more like a RuneScape in a way. You know, you have skills and levels. I don't even know the benefits of them, but my brother's a big fan of RuneScape, and it was an attempt to get him to want to play more. Yeah, that's the mushroom farm. This is the melon and pumpkin farm. Pretty simple design. Sometimes the pumpkins, melons get caught on the edge. That's what the cobwebs are for. They kind of kill any horizontal momentum, so we're having problems where before the cobwebs, a lot of drops would get stuck on these lower ones because their horizontal momentum. So putting the cobwebs about halfway through stopped most of the stuck items, but not all of them. And then this is the castle. You saw we can we can get into this half of the hallway from here. Oh, it isn't finished. I knew there was some stuff left. This section right here needs to be finished. Yes. Oh, and right here. I thought I had done this, but I guess not. And then, untamed land still blowing up from TNT I used to clear out the area for the gas flare. And a ton of dirt blocks everywhere, man. Endermen are relentless. And clay. That's one thing. I like to build with clay, but man, the Endermen just do not stop. And just a little crafting station because I didn't know what to put in this corner. Kind of hard to fill in all the nooks and crannies, but we'll go upstairs. Here's a little staircase. And here's an Enderman somewhere. Oh well. Another little crafting station, a little wall, and just a little walkway. And this goes nowhere. I'm thinking I need to put like a sitting table or something here. This lets you see out the big bay window. And you can get over to the rest of the windows here and overlook ocean stuff. Jump down. This is automatic potion brewing. I think this design is from Etho, but I'm really not sure. It's been so long. I didn't design the automatic brewing system. But I did hook up the system to my sorting system. So any items that's what these little lights here are just kind of a fun way, because the redstone sticks out for the automatic brewer here a little too far. And so I just put some lights here with the pistons to kind of indicate what items are, or at least that items are full, or if they are. No idea what these items are. Probably bottles, because I don't get many bottles, and blaze powder, maybe? Not sure. I also don't get much of that. And then this chest also just drops off into the storage system, so we'll just put stuff in there. Alright, was that fire resistance? They changed the colors. Yeah, it's fire resistance. You press a button and get the effect, it shoots it out. And it crafts the splash potions, but I think for a while I had it set just to do normal ones, but they're still in there. Another one, speed, more fast. That night vision, I'm gonna grab that. Invisibility, health. That's all I really have it craft, and there's my face at the end of the hallway. So this actually goes into this is a mountain. The house was built right up against a mountain, so it just goes into the ground. There's no exterior view of that little hallway. This is the concrete maker. You just place your concrete powder on the observer, and it turns into concrete, gets pushed out, up, and then you get a 4x12 block, as much as it will make. And, or I guess, yeah, I think 12. Yeah, so where all the concrete in here was made. Well, not all of it. A lot of the concrete was actually made right outside the fishing shack in a little pond over there. I finally got fed up with filling up the pond with concrete and mining it back out and built this guy. Most of the concrete in this building was actually made in the pond, but all the concrete for that building, and a lot of the interior here was made this bad boy. There's a staircase back down to the Netherwort farm. And this employees only door takes you to the redstone of the potions. See, not that much. See, the sorting system runs above all of the hoppers needed for the different items here. A lot of items fly by here a lot. And that's a way down. This is a way down into the sewer. I'll give you a sewer tour here in a little while. Yeah, you can get to the other side. I don't think there's anything that useful over here. Just another way to get into the redstone. Oh, I guess we're brewing because we took some of the potions. And this is the redstone for the elevator, which is an absolute mess. I just cobbled it together, and the 2 or 3 times I've accidentally broken it since then has been terrible. I think that's the items flowing underneath here. Well, another thing is the item tunnels, I guess, is the best way. They go all over. Just hear them hitting and getting pushed around all over. We'll get out of the little back rooms here and continue our exploration. So here's a staircase. You can get to the next floor. Oh, you can see another viewpoint for the items flowing by. Looks like the bamboo farm was harvested. So up here, there's not much to see. You can kind of view down little patterns, but you can yeah, see up and down to the rest of the building. This is the view on one side. See, this is not been terraformed. I just dug out the mountain and haven't touched it since. And what are you doing? Oh, you're not an actual villager. Little house. Get there as well. So now we're upstairs, getting to the... Hear my cat meowing. Getting to the upper floors of the house. I think my cat has got a toy. Emmy, you got a toy? Oh my gosh, you got your little mouse. Good job. You're such a good girl. Yeah, such a good girl. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna give my cat some attention. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back again. My bad on the resolution there. Alright. Alright, sorry about that. So, up here we have... This is like an elevator room, if you're curious, so you can select, I want to go to the ground floor, floor 1, and then the only option above is top floor. And then we've got a little sitting area. I swear there used to be a painting right there. I think 1.21 introduced a bunch of new paintings, so it'd be fun to try and place some of those around. This is the pickaxe room. That's the only name I have for it, but as you can see, that's all it is. A diamond pickaxe inlaid in the floor, a little fireplace. This is a staircase down, which needs finished. I guess I was wrong. The only interior of this whole building not finished. This walkway. My cat is going crazy with her toys. She likes to grab it and scream. There's this Enderman. Oh, there's 2 of them. Guys just never leave, huh? Where'd he go? Okay. Man, they're loud. I hope that's not too loud in the video. But alright, here's another floor. I don't think we've walked on it yet. The rooftop refuge. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a mob right here. Take our orders, but I guess not. Just a little cafe and the roof of one of the roofs of the building. We'll just run around here. You can get a better view out of the bay window. We were just down there a little bit ago. And come to the top floor. Should be up here. We've got hallway. And this, we'll go up to the very top over there in a little bit. Need to put a better roof here, and this is going to be a secret passageway, but I didn't know where to make it go, so it just goes to nowhere right now. Another elevator room, pretty much the same design. Wait, we just looked at this one. I'm going in circles. Alright, we'll just go upstairs then. Yeah, we can look out this window. You see there's not really much on this side of the house at all. But we get up here to the top. This is my villager trading hall. they're not all lowest price they could have been, and they'll never be lower now, as I understand the way it works. But these levers pull down so that the zombie could infect them and I could heal them, which I think they removed that ability in 1.21 or 1.20. So the prices here are the best they'll ever be, but a lot of them are, I think, as low as possible, but like those over there, I never really lowered their prices, but where I get most of my enchants, not all of them, but you know, most of them, and my emeralds, obviously. I still have potions of weakness and stuff here to help cure them, I guess. And yeah, there's some goodies I've got from trading. We'll go down here. We got our 2 chickens. They kind of put themselves there. They just lived in the house before. I guess there's some more zombies. Maybe it's from the roof. But top floor elevator. You can see there's no more up and only down. I got the little cafe I built. Basically the only thing I know. This goes down to the secret that goes nowhere. Pretty common thing I shove in buildings. It's just a little cafe because I don't know what else to put. Yeah, these chickens have put themselves here. They've lived here for years. There's just one for the longest time. Now it's 2. I think he came from an egg from the other one, honestly. But they end up wandering into this door up the stairs, and they like that wall. I don't know what it is about their pathfinding, but that's where they end up. Here's a balcony that overlooks the castle. And then the bedroom. This is probably the room that gets the most use in the whole house because you're here to sleep. And here is the nether portal. I'll go there later in the episode. We'll go down to the ground floor for now. Ignore the Enderman. Gotta get this world toured. Here's a little cafe, another one. I think it has a name, but I don't know. Barry's Beans. Barry just went and hid. I guess he doesn't want customers. Hello, Barry. Little coffee shop. Barry Brew Espresso and Mud Water. Sale for emeralds. Pickups happen right here. I guess you ring the bell. How do you ring bells? That's where you right-clicked. Alright, I don't know how to ring bells. I have forgotten. Is it a sword? I swore you right-clicked. I don't know. Too long. Good job, Barry. You're doing great. This is a little entry tunnel. Side entrance. You can see this little farmhouse here. It's just a little decorative building. Not much in here except, of course, a freaking Enderman. And a little wheat field and ruler. 3 R's. Royal Regal Ruler. Like to steal the llamas from the wandering villagers. Or alpaca or whatever they are. Another decorative building. See, not much in here. A little bed, wooden bed, I guess. You see I like to use the clay, but this clay will always get stolen by the Enderman. This building is just a little hay storage building. Actually, got a secret in it though, right? Yeah, button right here. Trigger that, and over here you'll see this trap door is open. It goes down to the sewers. Show you in a moment. I already viewed the castle. I'll go into free cam real quick and give you guys an overview of the house. This is what it looks like from the outside. It's the villager room here. The hallway, the bedroom is this section. There's the nether portal. Get a decent look at it from the outside, and the castle. And then this building is the unfinished shell, and this is another unfinished shell, but it does have some, which I'll show you. Yeah, I think I've already walked around the interior here, so I'll show you this building. It's the most recent addition by far, and I decided to go big. It's actually taller, I believe, than the house is. Yeah, it's actually the biggest building here. Not as not as I like the house the best. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but I'm pretty happy with this one. Very unfinished though. This is the main entry. As you can see, even this little section isn't finished. I was thinking about making it extend over the water potentially, but not sure. Oh, this is a little staircase that goes down to the auto crafting. I was telling you I'm gonna try and connect this up. It'll come up here. And this is the clay collection. You place dirt here and this dispenser will automatically turn it into mud, and then the mud goes over these dripstones and turns into clay. That's pretty useful because I used to mine clay just out of the water and rivers around here, and let me tell you, none of the bodies of water around here have clay in them anymore. And then this is a fun project actually down here. One of my more recent ones, racing. You can make a bet. We're gonna bet on green. I haven't implemented an actual betting system yet. I'd like it if the players could put a diamond in on green and get 2 back if they win situation. I have not implemented that yet. Here's our racers. Like I said, we're gonna vote green. So you just press. You gotta make sure they're all on the starting block, you guys. No false starts. Click it. See, hopefully green catches the lead. Oh, I think white might be in the lead. But green can do it, he can catch up, right? See? Oh, white definitely won, yeah. And you can see, little race that detects the winner. Bets could be placed. Just a fun mini game for friends. Anyone actually played, besides me. The redstone for that was a pretty fun project. Show you some of it back here. See, there's all the detection circuit for who won, and then this triggers the firework signal, and then there's a little system to only let you start when all the zombies are actually on the starting platform. That was a lot of fun. Out that way. Yeah, so exit this building. That's about all there is in it. I've almost gave you a tour of the whole base area here. Except for the sewers. We'll go down there, I guess, after I give you a quick tour of the other bases around. This is one of the oldest bases here. It's my friend Seth's base. And he didn't get too far in the game. You see, he was on iron tools and stuff, which actually probably came from my iron farm, if I'm being realistic. But I can't tear his house down, that would just be rude. So he is my neighbor. And this little building here, another friend of mine's base. He got even farther in the game, or even less far in the game, I should say. This is Riley's house, and Riley played for about a day. And if we go over here, this is another base of a friend of mine. And he was actually, building a pretty cool area here, taking a pretty cool wall, and was going to build it all around his little city here. But he did not finish, unfortunately. You see, he had some decent builds in the place. And the wall would have been super cool, extended all the way around the base. But unfortunately, we're not gonna see that ever. We'll come over to my brother's house real quick to get a little view of it. You can see this used to be a mountain. I think this section here on the top, where it's stone, is actually on top of the mountain. and he has removed the mountain from below. He's got a cool style going on with the glass. I kind of like it. Hopefully he starts playing again pretty soon. Jesse, my brother, has definitely been the most active next to me, though, so nice to see him play. He's built himself a moat, I believe, all the way around. Actually, I think this might have been an actual river. And some paths he's made that go pretty far in the world. And then up here, we'll go up here just to show you. Got a little bee farm and flowers. And tree farm above that. And then up on the very top is another tree farm, it looks like. He is not completely populated. And this, I think he's going to make a floating island was his idea. Like a more natural looking island compared to platforms, but never really finished it. Any other local bases? What is that? I don't even know. Oh, you know, I think this is my brother as well. He's going to start an underwater base. That came to fruition either. Alright, 1 second. Alright, we're back. Let's continue this tour. Showing you bases around my base. Let's just go ahead and sleep real quick over here. Then we'll go walk through the sewers, and that'll be the last thing, I believe, in this area. Nothing too crazy. Oh. Enderman greed. Play on me. There's a little secret area right here. Whoop. There's a sign, isn't there, somewhere in there? You know, I get a feeling my sign was on that clay block. It used to be a sign congratulating you for seeing the secret. Oh well. We will go check out the sewer. Can't think of the best entrance. I'm just going through the potion room. And Enderman. Oh, I picked up some items from the farm. Hold on. Alright, so, welcome to the sewer. Actually, just a convenient place to have all the items go. Since I kept building all these underwater item tunnels, I figured, man, I could build a sewer or something. So I did. This is where the mushroom farmed items get entered. Everything else comes up through here, goes to the potions, comes back. Down here. That iron actually is for the beacon upstairs. I don't know. Items come in here, go up, and then for the other items, they go through the fountain and end up coming down this hole. How am I getting? That. Okay. Yeah, so items come back down. This direction is the Great Wyatt House sewers. We just entered from the water fountain. You can actually, I believe, this goes. Yeah, this does go. So this goes down to the mob farm. This down where like the hopper minecart's always going around in a circle and picking up items. This is the underground lounge. See, this is where the items from the fountain come from, right down here. And this is that trapdoor in the other fountain, so you can sneak into this area. And Mob Farm Control Center. Yeah, actually I think it's the redstone that controls the mob farm here. All these signs are here to hold up the gravel on the walkway above us. Yeah, this is the whole redstone logic. The hopper clock triggers the water to shoot out, and then triggers it to go back in. Mobs are pushed off, and then the spots are open to spawn again. There's cactus around the top of the mob farm to kill any spiders that climb the walls. So now we will... I'm lost. Need to go down to the trapdoor. Sewer access. Alright, so we're back in the sewer. Right over here, the Netherwart farm area. And then this has recently been opened because I've been adding on here for these auto crafters. That's what this is all about here. But we can come up to this other section of the sewers that go to the castles. Castle, I should say, not castles. The items come up here, and this was pure luck, but they actually perfectly come through that part of the iron wall, iron gate, whatever, and fall right back through another hole, which is pure luck. And they just go to the end. Right now we're underneath the castle. Nothing really special here. I want to add some other entrances. This is supposed to go to the shell house, you know, the one that's on the water's edge that has nothing in it really. Not finished. And then I need to add sewers for the part with the racing, the racing building. But that's kind of what the auto crafter section will be, I think. Maybe this is going to be open to the normal place, so maybe we'll have a separate sewer line that goes around and behind or something. Stairway up, and this section over here that I dug out took a long time. Where I was originally going to put the auto crafters, and then I realized not do that, put them here. But I want to put more auto crafters here that supply like a little store type thing for commonly crafted items like redstone items, repeaters, and other stuff that I craft frequently but don't really need to have in my storage system. See, that clay is missing, and that's from probably the clay I'm holding. Enderman. I was going to dig all of this out, and then I just realized I should put it all here. I think, well, it doesn't need to be under here. I want to reserve this space for crafters that are actually supplying the little store that will be above this. So, we'll come up here on the top of the building real quick, and I'll go in free cam, get a nice overview of the area. This is it. It's my base. 10 years worth of work. Now I'll use free cam to go into the ground, and maybe we'll get a full view of some of the stuff. Lost it. All right. Yeah, slime farm, other farms, storage system. This is where I've mined a ton of diamonds, but like all of my diamonds come from this. My world's really old, so you see this isn't deep slate. There's diamonds down here at level 16, like the old days. And I'm sure somewhere in here we can see where I dug deeper. Maybe not. Below this is where the deep dark starts, you know, and this is actual deep slate or whatever. So yeah, that's the main area. Oh, there's one house left. We'll go check it out. This house is Brenna's house, who was my girlfriend until very recently. We've been together for like 6 years. It was pretty sad, but She had a house here on the server. It still does have a house. I'm not going to do anything to it or anything like that. But, yeah. The little cozy house kind of fits her style pretty well, you know. Cozy, pink, and green. Moss and lush stuff. I don't know the name of those trees. Yeah, nice little place. And here is Padma. Padma and Pablo are the two donkeys. Looks like Padma's made a friend. You know, art imitates life. Anyway, we'll get out of this area and go check out the rest of the world. Not much to the rest of the world, but I'll give it a little tour. My main nether hub is through this portal. The old portal goes to the actual nether, but this is on the roof. You see I mined out some bedrock. That took forever. And the hub, as you can also see, is not finished and not spawn proof. I filled this place with string because I could have swore it blocks spawns. I don't think it does. There's still, I removed the string because it wasn't working, but there's still strings around. And then you can see I mined through this bedrock, and this was a ton of work. Do you understand? This was hours placing pistons and TNT to get this hole. But we'll go this way. That takes you to the end right there. And this is actually another friend of mine, how's Colin. He, or Jerome Hopkins, his house. He's actually a pretty recent player. This is less than a year old, this base. Probably just the past few months. But he was new, and I'd never played on the server before, so he built this castle. Pretty dope little castle. It's not too far from my house. You can tell the portals are really close. Far enough away that we didn't see it in the main area. Pretty cool little castle. We'll go. Oh, it looks like he has an enchanting station and other stuff. So cool. What's that sign say? Read it before you a jungle. We'll just fly down here. Right over here on the right is the Ocean Monument. Started to empty out the water around it. It's actually what I've been working on most recently is this. I've never made an Ocean Monument farm, but yeah, I'm a little bit over a quarter done emptying all the water around. Pretty difficult because I only have like 63 sponges. I have not collected a ton, so sponges started to come back. I actually did all of this section, you know, most of it except for the most recent without sponges, and then I just went around and collected a bunch of sponges because I realized placing this many sand blocks was just unnecessarily difficult. The sponges speeded up a little bit. They were also super painful to get, so not sure if that was worth it or not. The ice road continues. I think over here is the mesa biome. I don't know what that is. Is this near the sign? I think this is probably the jungle that the sign was talking about. There's nothing there. I just went there to get cats, and then I found out that ocelots and cats are no longer the same animal. I'm so out of date on Minecraft updates. I like read all the new features and stuff, but for instance, I had just completely unaware that cats just spawn in villages now. They don't spawn from ocelots. Back in the day, you would tame an ocelot, and it would turn into a cat. Now you tame an ocelot, and it just turns into a tame ocelot, which you can't do anything with. They just don't get scared of you, so I spent hours chasing down ocelots, and then like more hours trying to tame them, only to realize that they were tamed, and they just don't turn into cats anymore. That's the original entrance to the roof that I made. And then this is the food and leather farm. I haven't used this thing in a while. It is very effective, but you stand up there on that platform and hoglins spawn on this platform and run away from the mushrooms into the lava. Really simple. We'll go... We won't go to the end yet. We'll check out the rest of the nether. Down here is the nether fortress. An old one. There's not much here at all. There's this blaze spawning system, which just funnels blazes down there. And press this button on the left, I think, and seal it off and crush them until they're one heart. This is where I get all my blaze rods. Not the most efficient or effective, but good enough. I recently slabbed all of this like 2 years ago or so because I was going to build a wither skeleton farm, which I never finished. That's another project that I need to spend some time on and get going. I feel like I was doing something wrong though. It was not working very well. Just maybe not spawn-proofed enough in this area. I did place a ton of slabs, so I don't know. Those are the two farms in the nether, I think the only two. Here's the original version of the nether hub that I did not finish. I realized tunneling through the nether is a pain and I should just go on the roof. Oh, and this rail leads you to the original world spawn, which has got some builds in it. None of them are mine, so we'll just skip it. Oh yeah, I don't know why I came in here. We need to go to the end, I think. It's the last major destination. Hole up was over here? Yes. Alright, and the end portal is on this side. Yeah, the other places, there's a mesa biome that I've used to get terracotta. There's another thing, I don't know what else was over there. Nothing too important. This is the stronghold. Nothing exciting. You actually come up, you can see that this is was a staircase. No, I guess someone mined it out. Doesn't go anywhere though. The surface, up here at the surface, I think is, guess we'll never know. There's a little pillager outpost, but it was before they added wisps, so no wisp in jail there. Alright, we're at the end. I did summon the dragon, 20 or 30 times or whatever to get all of the ring teleporters. I think it looks cool. And then I want to destroy the end island and have nothing here and maybe rebuild or build a giant base here or something. But it takes a lot of TNT to dig out. There's some left. Dig out everything here. Especially when you don't dupe TNT, so you don't really have like the flying machines that just drop endless TNT. Although now that I think about it, I could set up like a dispenser to shoot out TNT. That might be more efficient. What I've been doing is tunneling down and then, stacking like 2 blocks TNT, 2 blocks. Just doing that all over. I had a pretty good system down. You see I got a pretty large chunk taken out in like a while. Over here is another little section of testing I had. Removed a pretty decent chunk. And then the mine dat area here, like the stairs and stuff, I think that was my brother trying to help me out, dig it out. But he also realized it's an extremely daunting task and did not finish. Fine though. This pathway goes to the Enderman farm, which I didn't really used to have a pathway. I used to just fly over there, but friends demand a pathway, and they made it pretty wide. That's fine. Still have a little last. Oh, goodness, that's loud. Let me turn my. Yeah, so just a classic circle with the Enmite in the center. You can see it's on a pole there, and they chase them and fall. Classic. Then I have a little design by Etho again. This thing is amazing. I'm a huge fan. Not as useful in multiplayer. I found out that, I guess, water bottles are like keyed to my account or whatever, so my friend comes here and turns this on. They don't drop XP unless I'm nearby. Unless they load it up with their own water bottles, of course, but this is a pretty cool system that Etho kind of devised. You have an auto brewer here that's brewing the splash water bottles, and then you load it up by standing right here and throwing the water bottles, which go into this pretty deep water column and float back up, and then they float all the way down here. See, this is a they're all water source blocks above the soul sand, so they produce the bubble columns, and then there's flowing water on top to push them along. They have to fall, they have to cross a gap, that's why they far down thing, where they get caught in this column, float back up, and repeat until you turn on the system, which I will do. Flipping this lever, and then it pushes out that target block right there, and then when the water bottle hits it, you can see they all die. I get all their XP, and the block retracts. And then after another period of time, it shoots back out. Another water bottle hits it, retracts again, and repeat. And I might as well stand here and repair my elytra for a second. There's a little AFK spot to make sure the Endermen don't hit you while you sit here. Ender pearls mostly, but some enchants in this chest. This is like the main enchanting station that gets used in the world just because right next to the XP farm. Alright, fully repaired. But yeah, not much in this. Have some lapis for people that need it. There used to be books in here, but never really got used. An anvil. That's the primary source of XP in the world. And we will go back to the mainland. Some chickens here. Oh, you know what? The chickens are here because I was trying to get wither rose, and I had this bright idea. So obviously, I am cheesing the wither fights. Put the wither here under the portal, and he can't move and dies. And then right here, this was I haven't been here in a while. Or, yeah, last time I was here, I was down here. Was in little chicken farm. They would lay eggs here and they would shoot. They were just automatically built up. I had like, 100 chickens or whatever in this little spot. And then I fought the wither, and he killed a few of them, not many, but I did get like a dozen or so wither roses or whatever. So it does work. Not the most effective way to get wither roses, but it's definitely easier than trying to lead the wither into an actual fight. What's in this? I guess mostly ender pearls. Yeah, so here we are. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna go back. Here we are in the main world. Get a good vantage from up here. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. First one in over a decade, so forgive me if I'm out of touch with the latest and greatest game mechanics or at narrating videos, you know. It's been a while since I've done it, but here we are. I'd like to continue making episodes. If anyone is interested in joining the server, I would be surprised you watched this whole video, but if you did, go ahead and send me a message or something in the comments and probably get you whitelisted as long as you seem like a reasonable person. Server's been so empty. Obviously, some base rules, you know, don't cheat, don't grief, and you have to be okay with the fact that the world is over 10 years old, because I'm not going to be restarting it. I enjoy the world. It is kind of sad that, you know, the new terrain generation isn't here. There's no giant cave entrances around the general area around here, but there's plenty of world that's not been generated. Still need to go find my first trial chamber and stuff. I haven't really kept up that well with them, so I'm not sure what to expect there. I know the wind charges will be a lot of fun, but yeah, so maybe next episode we'll tackle one of those unfinished projects or something like that, or something new. But I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.